So let's start with the exercise of chapter 1, nutrition in plants. So first question is, why do organisms need to take food? So all organisms need to take food to get energy for the growth, development and maintenance of their bodies. The next question is, distinguish between the parasite and saprotrophs. So the difference between parasite and saprotrophs. The first difference is, the parasite organisms derive nutrition from the body of the other living organisms or the host, that are known as the parasites. In saprotrophs, the plants which derive nutrition from the dead and decaying organisms are called saprotrophs. The example of parasites are Cuscuta or amarbel. The example of saprotroph is mushroom. So in the next, here the picture of the amarbel and mushroom is shown. The next question is, how would you test the presence of starch in the leaves? So for that, take a potted plant with the variegated leaves, for example money plant or croton, that means colorful leaves. Keep the plant in a dark room for 3 days so that all the starch gets used up. Now select a leaf, cover its portion with a black stick paper and keep the plant in the sunlight for about 6 hours. Now pluck that leaf from the plant, mark the uncovered area in it and trace them on a sheet of paper. Then dip the leaf in boiling water for a few minutes. After that, immerse that in a beaker containing alcohol. Then after, carefully place that beaker in a water bath and heat till the alcohol begins to boil. Then dip the leaf in a dilute solution of iodine for a few minutes. Take out the leaf and rinse off the iodine solution. So you will observe that the presence of starch in the various area of the leaf which was uncovered. That means in that portion the starch is there, and the area which we covered with the black strip, that doesn't contain the starch. Here in the figure it shows that first we cover the plant with the black strip paper. Then after, the area of leaf that is unaffected with iodine and starch test. So here the blue portion shows this presence of starch, and the part which we had covered with the black paper, that portion has no starch. The next question is, give a brief description of the process of synthesis of food in the green plants. So leaves are the food factories of plants. The synthesis of food in plants occurs in leaves. Therefore, all the raw materials, that is water, carbon dioxide and sunlight, must reach over the leaves. Water and minerals are transported to the leaves by the vessels which run like pipes throughout the roots, stems, branches and the leaves. The leaves has a green pigment called chlorophyll which helps the leaves to capture the energy from the sunlight. This energy used to synthesize or to prepare food from the carbon dioxide and water. The next question is, show with the help of sketch that the plants are the ultimate source of food. So all living beings depend on plants whether directly or indirectly. For examples, plant eater animals depends directly on plant, but the carnivores depends indirectly on plant. Here the sketch shows some example of the plant dependency. Here the plants, different plants are shown. Then after the plant eater animals, that is deer, the caterpillar and some insects that are shown. Then the carnivores which eat these plant dependent animals or insect that are shown. That is tiger or eagle or vulture that are dependent on this frog, snake who is eating the plant eater animals or insects. These trees are eaten by the deer. Then after this deer was eaten by the tiger. So this is how all the animals are at the end depends on the plants directly or indirectly. The next question is fill in the blanks. So in that first blank, green plants are called blank since they synthesize their own food. So they are known as the autotrophs. So your answer will be autotrophs. The next blank is the food synthesized by the plants is stored as blank. So it is stored as the starch. The next blank is in photosynthesis, solar energy is captured by the pigment called blank. So that pigment is known as the chlorophyll. Next is during photosynthesis, plants take in blank and release blank. So during the photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and it releases oxygen. So here we had seen all the blanks. The next question is naming or name the following. In that first one, a parasitic plant with yellow, slender and tubular stem. So the answer for that is Cuscuta. The next is the plant that has both autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So your answer will be picture plant or Venus flytrap. They are partially made their food on their own, or for the sum of the nutrients they are dependent on the insects. The next is the pores through which leaves exchange gases. So that pores are known as the stomata. So your answer will be stomata. The next question 8 is take the correct answer. So first in that is Amarbel is the example of blank. In that option A, autotroph, B, parasite, C, saprotroph and D, host. So Amarbel is an example of parasite. So answer will be parasite. The next is the plant which traps and feeds on insects is option A, Cuscuta, B, China rose, C, picture plant or D, rose. So your answer will be picture plant. The next is matching. So first one is chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is present in the leaf. Then after nitrogen. So the bacteria fix the nitrogen in the soil. The next is Amarbel. So it is a parasitic plant. The next is animals. So they are the heterotrophs. And last one is insect. So picture plants. Picture plants use the insects or they are fed by the picture plants. So here the answer for the matching is given in column 2. The next question is true false. Make T if this statement is true and F if this statement is false. So first statement is carbon dioxide is released during the photosynthesis. So it's false. Oxygen is released during the photosynthesis and carbon dioxide is the absorbed by the plants. The next is plants with synthesis their food themselves are called saprotrophs. So its the answer is false. These plants are known as the autotrophs. The next is the product of photosynthesis is not a protein. So its answer is true. Its product is carbohydrates. The next is solar energy is converted into chemical energy during photosynthesis. So its answer is true. The next question is choose the correct option from the following. Which part of the plant takes in carbon dioxide from the air for photosynthesis? Option first is root hair, second stomata, third leaf veins, or fourth sepals. So your answer will be stomata. The next again choose the correct option from the following. So plants take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere mainly through their option A roots, B stem, C flowers or D leaves. So answer will be leaves. So here we had completed our chapter 1, that is nutrition in the plants. Now in the next video we will see the next chapter. So try this exercise at your home. Thank you.